Hello. This is Dirty Trucking. While we were on the issue of distracted driving yesterday, let's get on the issue of bad equipment. Not all accidents are the driver's fault. Let's put that out there. If you're a company with bad equipment and you deliberately put a driver on equipment that has issues, safety issues, who should be at fault? Are you going to try to blame the driver for not inspecting it, writing it up? Or who should take the blame for it? Should it be you who already knew of the issues and you placed that driver on it anyway? All accidents are not all accidents are the driver's fault. Sometimes it could be the equipment. Sometimes it could be where you load the equipment. It's too heavy, too much for the equipment breaks down. Every accident, there's a reason behind an accident. You just have to find the reason. Well, what they shouldn't be doing, if there is an accident, be looking to put the reason on the fault of the driver. Maybe you need to investigate a little further, find out if the equipment. What's the history of the company? Is the company been having these type of accidents on a regular basis? Has this company been got bad equipment? Is the equipment being fixed? Is the mechanics doing their job? Not all accidents is the fault of the driver. Sometimes you got to look a little further into what caused the accident. It may seem like it was the driver's fault, but you might need to look a little bit further into the accident and see if it was some fault of the equipment. Something that went wrong with the equipment. If it was something that went wrong with the equipment, and then you might need to get with the company. How long have you known about this with the equipment? So you knew about this and you placed the driver on the equipment. These are things that needs to be taking place to stop these companies from putting drivers out here on bad equipment and they end up going out here having an accident. Now, if they do it, I don't know. It hasn't been done yet, but this is something that should be done. To hold these companies accountable, make them get decent equipment to put your drivers on. Don't keep putting drivers out there on equipment that you know is bad. And I don't know who's lying to who. But I don't think a company that has a safety department would deliberately, and knowing that they have unsafe equipment, and put a driver out on their equipment, to pull loads on the highway with motorists. I don't think a company with a safety department would do that, but you never know. I would hope not. I would hope the safety department and all these trucking companies get more involved with their equipment, the repairs of the equipment, the roles of the maintenance shop guys that they have hired to fix the equipment. Why aren't they fixing the equipment? Why did they just set the equipment back over there and put a driver on it that is unaware of what's going on with the equipment? Now, if the driver go out there and something happened, then who you think they're going to blame? They're going to blame the driver. They're going to say the driver didn't inspect the equipment. That's the first thing they did to me. I always inspect my equipment. But it didn't stop. It didn't stop someone here for trying to immediately blame me for something. And I'm the one been complaining about the issue. And that's what they do. They will quickly turn the issue on you. Make it's not their fault, so they don't take the blame for it and don't be held accountable for it. But they need to start being held accountable for it. If you have faulty equipment, bad equipment, and you knowingly place a driver out on that equipment and something happens, who should be held accountable? Is it the driver? Are you going to continue till you end up with a lawsuit? When is it going to end? When are you going to get decent and better equipment? What is it going to take? How many accidents you got to have? How many tickets you got to get? How many problems? How much in maintenance you got to spend out? When are you going to get better equipment? Dirty Trucking, peace out.